I have some updates for y'all. Welcome to week 3 of documenting building a cozy community for introverted entrepreneurs. So, for those of you who are new to me, new to this channel, my name is Crystal Tugi Pope, and I help holistic healers and coaches ease into the spotlight through strategy, style, and signature video series. And currently, I am building a community on school called Introvert Video Breakthrough, where we focus on that video aspect. And so it's all about helping you get out of your head and in front of your audience using video content. It is a safe space and a sanctuary for those who tend to be a little bit more shy, reserved, and just not normally as comfortable putting themselves out there when it comes to their business and their brand. So, I'm trying something a little bit different this week because I have been doing these weekly live updates on Substack, and I'm still going to post it on Substack. If you're here watching this on Substack, hey. However, I with Substack, I can only go live from my phone. And while there are some ways I want to leverage that, I miss being able to add screenshots and videos and different things like that. So I'm not going to get too fancy today, but I wanted to have that option. And so I decided, as I'm, growing and learning and experimenting, that I'm going to go ahead and do these live sessions and our pre-recorded sessions on YouTube and then share it on Substack. However, Substack is the best place to go if you want my full daily updates. So that's where I'm posting daily updates. I'm also posting different articles that help you with your video marketing. So sometimes they will be things that go with the videos that's posted here on this YouTube channel. And sometimes they're going to be just separate posts on their own that give you motivation and tips. So if you are not on Substack, I invite you to join me. We are Introvert Video Breakthrough on there as well. All right, let's get into it. So, this recap is a little later than usual. I've been wanting to get these out on Wednesdays. However, the past week was just jam packed in the best way. But I did not. But hey, here we are getting this out. But I am going to be focusing specifically for week 3 of Intro Video Breakthrough. So that was September 10th through the 17th. So I have my notes here. And again, for those of you new, this is really just a way I'm documenting the first 90 days of building this community. And I want to do it in public. I am someone I love documenting. I tend to do that a lot on my own, but I tend to do it privately. And so this is the first time, like I'm asking my members to get out of their comfort zone. And so I'm getting out of mine by documenting this journey publicly. And so I've been playing around with different ways to do that. I started off with doing weekly. One of the things that I started this past week was actually doing the daily updates. It's something that I had been saying I was going to do. I talk about this on my Substack. It took me a while, but I'm here. I really needed to find a way that would be easeful for me and also just getting out of my own head because I was like, what should I talk about? What should I say? And just really, I had to get back to why I'm even doing this, right? And for me, it is about um, just literally is documenting for myself. And so by doing it publicly, it also allows me to make sure that I am being more consistent. Because if I know I make that promise to someone else, it helps me be a lot more consistent. And also, I want to be able to look back. And so that's why I wanted to do the daily because there's so many times where like I tend to, when I do privately, a lot of times I'll do like the major highs or some of the major lows and stuff like that, but just not some of the things in between. And there's magic in that as well. And I'm just such a data nerd. And sometimes I want to know like, okay, like what was happening on this day. Like I may go back, I'm in the future and I'm like, wow, like this is where I'm at. And I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember when this situation was happening. And then I try to go back and see, have I written about it? Do I have it somewhere where I was talking about it? And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And that is why I am doing this, so that way I can just have a better documentation process. And I'm hoping that, by sharing this with you all, that, you all will come along the journey and be inspired as well. Whether you're looking at this months or years later and being like, okay, this is where, she started, this is where Introvert Video Breakthrough started, um, or you're watching it as we go along now, and you're just inspired by just any of these things. One of the things that we did this past week in the community is we had another round of the Post the Video Challenge. If you're unfamiliar with the Post the Video Challenge, it is 4 days to help you overcome the overthinking. And so we go over what to say, what to post, what tools to use, and how to overcome perfectionism. And so, and yeah, so with that, that was going on this past week, and and yeah, like it was just so much. But I want to make sure that I'm documenting this process so that. Again, as people, if you're watching along, you can be able to, cheer me on. I may ask you all for help from time to time because I'm working on that as well. Great things are not built alone. So, let's get into it, y'all. So, let's start with the quote unquote beginning. So, September 10th, um, some things. I have some numbers things, right? I'm really one of the things that I'm really excited about is my ranking. So on school, you get ranked by different categories. And so I am ranked in the personal development category for Intro Video Breakthrough, which I think is really cool because in a way it really is about helping you become a more confident person when it comes to just showing up online, and then we're doing it using video, right? And so I broke from the 1,000. So on September 10th, the group was ranked 10,050, and by September 17th, the group was ranked 887. Woo-hoo. So we are moving on up, and we've been having not as big of a jump, but a nice little still uptick. And so that's been super exciting. Um, we added a new trial member. So, one of the things about the community, if you want to check it out, you can check it out at postvideo.com. It'll send you straight to the about page and you can learn more about it. But one of the things that I am doing with this community is I'm having a 7-day free trial so that you can, be able to check things out, try it out, see if it's a good fit for you. And then if not, no worries, you can part ways. Hopefully, you still gain some knowledge for a lot of the resources that we have in there. I have courses in there, have the replays from the challenges that we've done. And then you can, while you're in there, you can go ahead and ask me questions. You can ask for feedback from the group as well. And so, with that 7-day free trial, you can decide if this is a good place for you. And so we had one new trial member actually in a couple of days. It will show like if they decided to stay or not. So I'm super excited about that. And with this, right, I'm sharing like the good, the challenges, all of that, right? And so this was the second round that we did for the Post the Video Challenge. The first round, that was also when we like first launched. We had a good amount of people joining, particularly from LinkedIn. We had a trickle of people from Instagram. This for this particular challenge, we didn't have any new people join. Outside of actually, we had this person join from the trial, and they joined from another school community. So that was really cool to see that part is something that is generating interest as well, just from me being in part of other school communities. And that's actually going to be the topic that I'm talking about in my 2D Tuesday episode this upcoming Tuesday. You can find out about that on Substack as well, because I'm going to be posting that on there, and that's going to be under the Crystal to Geek publication. But yeah, it was just such a full and fulfilling week. So like week 3, we had someone be brave and ask for their first video feedback, and that was really awesome. I love helping people improve their videos, optimize them. And so um, what I did was they asked if they could share a video. I'm like, of course. And so we had quite some other members as well give their impact, which I love. Love that everyone was just kind of chiming in. And then I created a video for them to really go deep because the video part that they had, like as far as the visuals, how they did it, I thought was really good. There was just some strategy tips and tweaks that I wanted to add. And so I provided that. And as you can see, they really enjoyed it. Yeah, like just here's the proof. Here's what they thought about that video review, and it made them want to come to the challenge again. They had actually came to the challenge the first week, and then but only for, I think it was like one day at least live, and then this next time they came for pretty much all the days. I think 3 of the 4 days, which is awesome. And so I bring that up to say, because, initially I was kind of like bummed. I'm like, oh, I didn't get as many people in this round of the challenge as I did last time, right? However, what was really cool is that it allowed me to really go deep with the group and really focus on quality over quantity. And I say that because, like, the first time I ran the challenge, there were a couple of people who joined. The second time I ran the challenge, there were both new people as well as repeats who joined the challenge, which I thought was really awesome because even if they didn't get everything they wanted to get out the first time, they were able to go back through it live. And that was my intention, really, is that some of this stuff people already know. Some of this stuff is new to them, which is cool. And I also been refreshing the challenge each time I do it, to make sure that it is up to date, people are getting valuable information, and just also leveraging like what people mentioned in the challenge before and improving upon that, right? And so I thought it was really cool that that members who either didn't get a chance to join live last time joined, as well as people like came back again, and that was really awesome. And they got some really good things. And I even saw people this time around who were checking out the replays. One of the things that I talked about, that I really learned this in week 3, is that I need to adjust the timing of things. Currently I was kind of having it in the middle of the day. However, a lot of the members, they are working 9 to 5s, they are caregivers, and just some of the times that I had just wasn't working for them to join live. And so one of the things that I did to adjust for that, I kept the times the same because that was already like in my schedule, already set. And I had all kinds of other things going on with my clients and just other engagements. But what I did do was add in a couple of co-working times and Q&A times that better fit with the needs of the community. And so we had a Thursday evening co-working time, and then we have had a Friday morning co-working time. And y'all, it was so good. I just love seeing the members connect with each other. Um, and yes, we talked about video content, we talked about the challenge, but we also just talked about life a little bit. We talked about, we had a conversation about hair and how that, how that impacts us showing up online and off, right? And so I just thought that was really awesome. And just seeing everyone just really connect with each other. Again, this community is mainly filled with holistic healers and coaches, people in the wellness space, but overall people who identify as being a little bit more introverted, a little bit more shy and reserved. And so it was just really cool seeing everyone get together like that. And so, yeah. And let's see. So, yeah, so that was some of the things I learned. It's like, okay, I need to adjust some of these timings. So I did that. And I'm taking that as I look going forward, because next month we're going to have a new post a video challenge. And the theme is going to be all about sustainable consistency. So I'm so excited about that, y'all, because I don't know about you. But so many times I've done the 30-day video challenges, right? And sometimes I've gotten through them and I'm like, yes, I'm super amped. It got me out of my rut. However, afterwards, I tend to be drained because that's just not my natural rhythm to post that way. And especially if I was like posting them same day and not batching them and things like that, right? And so I end up being really drained, and then I don't post much of anything after that for a while as I'm recharging, as someone with a social battery like mine, right? And then other times, like I might go through the challenge and then I don't finish it, and then I feel bad about myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I, can be kind of hard on myself. And so, with this sustainable consistency challenge, I really wanted to focus on finding the right flow for you. So all of October, we're gonna have a prep week the last week of September, since it kind of flows until October. And then on October 6th, we're going to officially start the challenge so that we have 4 weeks for you to be creating content consistently. And so with this, you're going to determine like what is the right flow for you. And it's going to depend on things like your platform, right? It's going to depend on things like where you're at in your business. If you're getting started and you want to build that brand awareness, want to build an audience, you're probably going to want, well, not probably, depending on your goals, you're going to want to post more because people don't know about you, and so they need to start seeing you and start learning about you. If you're a little bit more established, then you can post less. And when I say post more, that's still within your energy levels. You still don't have to post every single day, multiple times a day. Is that helpful? Yes, it can definitely be helpful to getting in front of your audience and really like being top of mind. The more you post, then yes, you're going to be on people's feed a lot more. And so, yes, but also you want to make sure that you're creating strategically. And if you're not at that point, where you feel as confident, maybe you're still learning the tools, maybe you're still figuring out what you want to talk about, then depending on the platform, something like LinkedIn, something like Instagram, then maybe you want to post like 2 3 times a week. That's enough that you are getting in front of people's faces enough. And you're also making sure that you're putting out quality content, right? And then on the other end, maybe you're doing something like YouTube. If you're just getting started, twice a month is a good place to start. However, weekly is even better. Right. And then as you get more advanced, maybe you're posting multiple times a week. Right. But those are just some guidelines just off of, like, again, there's several different variables, and so that's what we're going to be doing in the community is that we're going to be working together to figure out like what is that perfect mix and flow for you, and what are those platforms that you're posting on. Are they where your audience is actually at, and what is the best frequency for you to actually like reach them? And what else can you be doing along with this to make sure that your content is being leveraged properly? So, if you want to learn more about that, definitely join us at postavideo.com. And so we can go over those strategies and you can get that feedback in the group. All right. So, what else do I have on my list? Um, so the challenge, like I said, went really, really good. Um, I'm really glad of the people who did attend, and people are like doing the work and actually getting videos out. We had another member start their first TikTok account, and so I'm excited to see what they create there. Um, and and yeah, I'm just excited for all that's to happen. And I was excited for this weekend to get a little bit of a break because again, it's been a busy week, y'all. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be building this community. I'm grateful for um, just the different breakthroughs that's been happening with people who, normally video hasn't really been on their radar, but they've been able to really see the benefits and see how they can actually do what it takes to make it happen in a way that feels aligned with them. So that just makes me happy, brings me so much joy. Um, do, 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 do. And yeah, that's what I got. That's what was happening. A nice little recap for this week. Again, if you want to join us, head over to postavideo.com. We'll be happy to welcome you. Again, there is a 7-day free trial, so no pressure. If you want to come check it out, see what we're all about, please do. I'm excited to see how this community is going to grow. And yeah, y'all. So until next time, um, I want you to remember that it is never too late to get out of your head and in front of your audience because there is someone waiting for you. All right, y'all. Happy posting.